Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So today I don't have a video, but I do have this quote that I saw that we got to talk about it. Someone put up, I guess this is like a tweet, and it says, dating a woman who can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man who can't control his hands while he's angry. And the comments, it's the comments. So the words make them end up deleted or in the hospital. Women literally lose their lives to physical abuse, yet y'all are pretending verbal abuse is the same. You can come back from insults, not from being strangled. DV is higher in... Okay. So a black eye and saying your mama is a rock head has the same value. I love it when women like to downplay something in some situations, but play it up in other situations. And this is what I mean. When women say that they've been abused, they definitely count verbal abuse, because verbal abuse is abuse. We're not saying every once and again you get insulted or every once and again somebody say something to hurt your feelings. That's not verbal abuse. Verbal abuse is a consistent form of downgrading, degrading, minimizing, and just it's used to break a person's spirit. It's used to break them because it's so consistent and so damaging that it renders itself as a form of abuse. Okay. I'm actually particularly sensitive to verbal abuse due to my childhood and things of that nature. So I know the difference between somebody just saying something in a moment that you didn't like versus a consistent barrage of insults and demeaning language meant to diminish you as a human being. Okay. And so when women claim that they've been abused in some type of relationship, and let's say that relationship did not involve physical abuse, if they've been verbally or emotionally abused, they will say that. And they want people to regard that form of abuse as just as, you know what I'm saying, bad as if a man had put his hands on her. But all of a sudden, when there is a comparison made to the type of abuse that women actually engage in the most, now all of a sudden it's not that bad. And this is why nobody listens to these chicks. Nobody listens to these chicks. And I urge other women not to listen to these chicks. Social media is such a crazy place. It's such a, it's not. Anyway. Verbal abuse, and not even so much verbal abuse, but words can be, and in many times is just as bad and just as deadly as physical abuse. I would wager that many times, depending on, I would wager that many times, depending on who says what, words hurt you worse than a hit. Words hurt you worse. I had to spend the majority of my adulthood recovering from the words as well. You know what I'm saying? The physical abuse, my body healed from. The mental, emotional, and verbal abuse took me many years. Took me many years to build my self-esteem back up, my self-worth, how I felt about myself, how I viewed myself, because I viewed myself from the lens of the things that I was told and the things that were said to me. So depending on who says what to you, those words cut, and they stay cut. They stay cut. It's not like a physical cut, because your body gonna heal after a while. Here's the thing. Let me make things really clear what I'm saying. Women are downplaying their words, but our mouth, women's mouths, women's words, that is our strength. Like that's what we use to get stuff we want. Men can use physical force to get things that they want. They can fight, you know what I'm saying? They can intimidate sometimes and things of that nature. So a man's potential for violence, for physical confrontation, that's the threat from him. Even towards other men. I'm not even just talking towards women. I'm just saying in general, men's their ability, typically for the majority of men, they are able to enter into the arena of physical violence. That's a part of their temperament. That's a part of their testosterone. That's just a part of them being males. Okay. So if all else fails, sometimes a man will be able to resort to physical force to get his way. Women don't really have that advantage. We are not physically built to muscle our way through physical means. So what Allah gave us was our mouth. He gave us our mouth. He gave men their fists. He gave us our mouth. Okay? Now, just like a man's physical strength and his propensity for violence can actually be used for good, he can use it to protect those he loves. He can use it to, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. All of those things can be used positively, or they can be used negatively. Like he can, instead of protecting his family with his physical strength, he can turn on them. You understand? So it depends on how he want to use it. It's the same thing with women's ability to build or cut with our words. We have the ability to build people up and speak life into people, or we got the ability to speak death on it. We have the ability to cut you down or build you up through words. That is that's a part of how we do things. We use our words. We use our ability to communicate and how we're communicating, and then the emotion behind what we say and all of this type of stuff to create an effect. So y'all chicks be pillow talking, jumpstart neighborhood wars. Y'all words have got many men in the dirt or in jail. Y'all words, y'all saying, lying on men. Y'all lie about men assaulting y'all. Y'all lie about what men have done to y'all a lot of times. And you have got men in the ground, 6 feet under, not here no more, because of some words that you chose to say. How many times have black men crashed out on your word? How many times? How many sons have you raised that had to overcome the mother wound and heal? We got a lot of broken black men because of the words that his mother spoke. So don't tell me about how words don't do no damage. And this is why these chicks don't think it's a big deal when they cuss you out. They don't think it's a big deal when they talk crazy to you, when they talk out the side of their neck to nobody. They think they can do that with children. They think they can do that with their man. They think they can do that with other women. They think they can do that with their boss. They think that they can do it because, oh, words are not supposed to mean nothing. Oh, you can get over it. I didn't physically assault you, but I verbally assaulted you, but you're supposed to be able to get over it and not feel no type of way or not attack me because I was just talking. No. It's a such thing as fighting words. These words have gotten people dealt with. And I don't like the minimizing that these chicks like to do with their mouth. Your mouth reckless. You talk out the side of it all the time. And sometimes you run into men that's not going to let you talk to them like that. And they're going to use their power. They're going to use their hand to shut you up. Now you want to be a victim. Now, oh, he shouldn't have raised his hands to me. He should have just walked away. You should have shut up. Because I have witnessed this personally. I have witnessed women go way off left field, talking crazy to men that's just looking at them like, you don't know what I do to you. And even when they get the warning from the guy, like, you go head on. Like, you got to stop talking to me like that. It's not going to end well. You leave me alone. And they'll follow him, still jaw-jacking, jaw still moving. And not every man going to walk off. Not every man is going to restrain himself. Not every man is going to, you know what I'm saying, try to leave your presence. Because some men do try to leave your presence. Some men do try to walk off. Like, you know what? She making me mad. I'm probably going to pop her. But before I do that, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to walk off. You will follow a dude. I have watched these chicks follow. I have watched them do all kind of stuff until the man, do you push him to the edge, then he turn around and belt you one. Now you want to be a female. Now you a woman. Now he shouldn't have hit a woman. You know, and all this other type of stuff. But you knew you couldn't whoop him when you was walking up behind him woofing and talking crazy. You knew you couldn't handle it. You knew if he was to turn around and put his hands on you, now, you know what I'm saying, you in a world of trouble. Now you want to call people. Now you want to make a phone call. Now you want to call, you know what I'm saying, your man. Now you want to call your brother. Now you want to call your cousin. Now all these other men got to get involved because you couldn't shut your mouth. Like, this ticked me off when I read it, when I read the comments. It was the downplaying of what words are able to do. You can spark a whole lot of foolishness with a couple of words in the right or wrong situation to the right or wrong person. Not watching your mouth. It's been a lot of people that done lost their life over what started as words. Because y'all disrespectful. That's number one. You talk crazy and you disrespectful. Your mouth disrespectful. And then you get surprised when somebody take it upon themselves to pop you in it. Now all of a sudden they shouldn't have put their hands on you. You shouldn't have put your mouth on them. Stop talking. I don't know what y'all thinking. These men nowadays, they believe you when you say that y'all are equal and you can do this and you can do that, and a man and you on equal playing field with men. Now they start to treat you like a man. I'm gonna put my hands on you like a man, because a man would not take another man disrespecting him like that. 9 times out of 10, a man keep woofing on another man, even if he's like a passive type of dude that don't really be fighting like that. Like, he gonna get mad. You know you can't handle him. As you talk that foolishness, you know you can't deal with him on a physical level. See, and men get mad because they can't really battle women with words. Like, they can't, just like we are at a disadvantage physically with them, they are at a disadvantage verbally with us. That type of fighting that we do, the arguing, the emotional fight, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of stuff, men are at a disadvantage in that area. So a lot of times the man don't even know how to react after a while. Like, why you keep arguing? Why you keep, you know what I'm saying, draining energy like that? Like, what's going on? Like, his instinct is to get mad at you because he know that you talking crazy, and he also knows that he probably not gonna be able to out talk you like this. He's not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, outdo you in this arena because it's a female arena. That's why you got to be careful how you talk to men, and really how you talk to anybody, because y'all talk to y'all kids like that too. Damage your whole offspring, be damaged. The girls and the boys, you do the girls and the boys like that. cussing little kids out, cussing little 2, 3, 4-year-olds out, just cussing them out like a stranger in the street. Talk crazy to your kids. Talk crazy to the people in your family. Talk crazy to the people in your household. And then ain't nobody supposed to call y'all out on that. So yes, the statement is actually true. When she can't control her mouth, she don't need to be dating. She doesn't need to have a man because she don't even know how to communicate properly like a human being with some type of, being cordial and with some type of sense. Then you got to get hit all below the belt getting crazy. Every time you get mad, you got to get crazy with your mouth. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You got to have more emotional control than that. I know you done got mad, but so what? You don't get to be disrespectful because you mad. Just like a man don't get to get handsy because he mad. Every time he get mad at you, he just pop you in your face. Y'all can see what's wrong with that, but you can't see what's wrong with females basically doing the same thing with her mouth. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.